While most gamers out there nowadays love blood and guts and, well, senseless violence like myself and a few other people, but either way, this game opens up a new variety in a chapter. Now, of course, this is something you've probably seen from the GameCube and the DS version by now, and this is basically another reason why Nintendo cashes into most of its products and reverbs it over and over and over, as long as they see the dollar mark and symbol. This game is none other than Animal Crossing City Folk for the Nintendo Wii. I'm borrowing this from a fellow YouTuber, my brother, Viper29, where of course I'm going to be giving my full-out impressions and thoughts of this game. Okay, first off, let's look at this game in a whole. It's a simulator game. You live and go, breathe, and crap every single moment of the game. The time is based off what your real life situation is and, well, your time of the world. So if it's 8 a.m. rather, it's 8 a.m. in the game. Or if you change it on your game's clock on the Wii, then it's 12 p.m. 2,000 years from now. And everyone's vacated your place, no one exists, but yeah, you have plenty of apples and oranges to pick and harvest, even though no one's around anymore. Either way, this game is straight up what you would expect out of the GameCube or the DS version, which of course you can convert your DS version to this game, which is actually kind of interesting, so you can convert most of your save file to this game, which is kind of cool. Now, sadly, I do not own a DS version, so I won't be able to do this for you today. You start off by, obviously, if you do not have the DS version, making and creating your own character. Now, all the characters generically look the same, unless, of course, you go to the barber and what have you, and you obviously make your character unique, because you can customize and draw on your character as well, which again is pretty darn cool and spiffy. Now, I'm not going to do that for you for a demo in this game or this review due to the fact I already did it. So you can basically see the, my little Hawaiian-like shirt I'm wearing right now, which I kind of just throw a couple stars and shapes into there to make it look like a Hawaiian shirt. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. The next thing you'll notice as well is that, well, the game is somewhat people would like to call dated. Now, this game is therefore not dated as far as I'm concerned because, you know what? If gameplay is good and fair and balanced, I don't give a crap what else is. Now, this game is something not meant for the hardcore of gamers out there. More of casual gamers would probably find this game most enjoyable. Now, you spend 45 minutes to an hour playing this game. Now, this is, of course, to be spent by, picking oranges and grapes and, shopping and going to the big city, which is the main attraction of this game as a whole. You can go to an entire humongous city and obviously convert and converse with other people. Where you can do an auction house, you can, go to the barber shop and get yourself a trim, recruit new people. And if you have friends online with this game, you can actually hear all the gossip and BS that other animals are talking crap about their animals and their animals talking about your animals. And, it just traverses in a whole. Now, the multiplayer experience in this game, I want to get back to that, is quite interesting and fun. Now, every single one of everyone's town is not the same. It's unique and different to an extent. Some people have oranges trees starting off, people have cherry trees, some people have what other trees they have. As well as snow as being different and, varietistic, as I like the word to make up. Either way, I felt this game was a pretty interesting title due to the fact I never played the GameCube game at all, so I was coming into this game rather blind. Now, I knew what I was expecting by, of course, playing a home simulator, just like, Harvest Moon and whatnot, but this game actually has variety to it that actually sparked my interest. Now, again, I would not expect too much of this game other than the fact that it's quite enjoyable. I've found a couple aspects that kind of annoyed me due to the fact that everything's based off real time. You aren't quite going to get a lot done like you would want to get done, which kind of turned me off from the game at first. Now, most of the characters are all different and unique and can transfer to other people's places if they want to move there or live there, if they like the person that came over and visited your place. Also, another thing too is people can steal your fruits, steal your fossils, as well as other things too if you leave them out, so try to lock up if you can if you don't want people steal your crap. As well as if you're going to harvest fossils, make sure you do that before people come into your obvious town or you're screwed and you're going to be running out of pretty much fossils. Now, if I were you, obviously, I would basically invite friends you can only trust. I wouldn't do people off the street with this game. So in closing, I felt this game was quite enjoyable, and you know, a lot of the music was actually quite nice, was catchy. A lot of the variety in this game is quite catchy. Now, I cannot give too much detail, but due to the fact that the game just very different from one another. So everyone's gameplay experience is just about going to be a little bit different from the others. Aside from obviously picking fossils up and fishing and, you know, all these other aspects you can do in the game. You can catch bugs, you can collect fossils for the museum, which of course that's pretty cool as well, is that you can actually collect items and transfer them over to the museum too. So other than that, I didn't really have no complaints about this game. I thought it was quite enjoyable, and you know, for people who are casual, want to spend like half an hour in a game and just, you know, mess around, you know, clean up their weeds from the ground, pick some flowers, arrange things, chop down trees, punch a kitten in the face, and, you know, do your taxes at the same time. This game's quite nice. In closing, too, the other thing I liked as well is that they provide you your own unique space in this game where you can obviously pick up new furniture and change clothes and, you know, carpet, the wallpaper, and everything in there, which is quite cool and interesting as well to develop. Now, all this is, of course, early stage stuff for my footage and gameplay, so therefore, for me to review this game would take me almost a year to get everything down to a science, and I don't feel like, you know, obviously switching the time clock on my Nintendo Wii just to show you guys. So above all else, I would definitely recommend picking up this game if you like casual games and, you know, want something to play for a little while, for like 30 minutes to an hour. So this is me from TheTotalGamer.com as well as YouTube. Please subscribe, 5-star, and comment down below. Take care, everybody.